Okay, here we are, video number 4. I know I said last time that we'd be adding a database in this video, but I got a request to simplify the HTML templates with inheritance, which I was going to save for video number 10 or so when we go over macros and filtering within templates. However, I agree with the request. It's a good idea to set up our template directory correctly. Now before we start, I highly recommend reading a blog post I wrote called A Primer on Jinja Templating. And if you go to the Real Python blog at realpython.com and you go to the archive, you can see that here it is. And I'll go ahead and post a link to it within the video's description. Oh, and one more thing. So let me just pull up my Sublime environment here. So if you've been following along with other videos, you probably can see now that my environment, my coding environment, looks a bit different. I went through and added some settings and packages to customize it for Python, and I may detail that setup in a future video. So if you're interested, just go ahead and request that in the comments. Alright, so let's get started. So although you can use any templating system that you want, Flask uses the Jinja 2 templating engine right out of the box. And unless you have a good reason not to use Jinja 2, then you should stick with it because it's just as powerful as, say, the Django templating engine, but it loads much faster. And I actually often use Jinja 2 with Django. Anyhow, your template should take advantage of inheritance, which includes a parent template that defines the basic structure for all subsequent child templates. And this helps keep common boilerplate code not only in sync, but also stored in one place. So let me go and pull up some of our templates. And one of the cool things that you can do with Sublime is if you go to View and Layouts, you can actually split the window either in the columns or rows. So let's split this up into 2 columns. And let me go and open up the index template on one side and then pull the welcome template there and then index template here. So you can already see that we're reusing a lot of code. So really everything before the body is the same, and then everything starting with the flash messaging here. You can see that over here as well. And the goal with templating is to move that reoccurring code to a parent template. So we can move everything before that body tag as well as everything starting just about right here. And let me actually open the login template. So we also have error messaging. So we actually want to put the error messaging in every single template. So we'll start with right here. Everything below can also go into the parent template. So let me go ahead and return back to the layout to single. And so let's go ahead and create our parent template. And we'll call that just base.html, of course. And I'm going to go ahead and grab the code for this from the repo to save a little bit of time. So go to templates, base, and then I'll grab the code here. Just go ahead and paste it into there. So what you need to pay attention to are the block tags here. So these tags define a block or area that our child templates will fill in. So in other words, when we request a URL, say the login URL, the block tags in our parent template will be replaced with the HTML from our login or child template. So we also need to update each of our child templates. And there's a boilerplate to actually do that, and I have it set up here. This extends tag informs the templating engine that this template extends another template, which in this case is our parent template, which is base.html. And this is what establishes the link between the parent and child templates. So within every child template, you're going to have this boilerplate code, and then you're going to put the unique HTML from that template right here. So let's go ahead and do that for each of our templates. I'm going to go ahead and copy this, paste that here, so we can remove everything there, and then remove everything from there. paste that. And this is going to be very similar to what we have here. The only difference is going to be, and this is the index.html template, the only difference is going to be the actual link here. Go ahead and save that. Now for the login template, oops, grab the boilerplate. So delete everything there, delete everything here. Go and grab that. Let's clean this up a little bit. And go ahead and save it. So that's it. So let's just go ahead and test this out to make sure nothing broke. So I'm going to open up my terminal, and I'm going to activate my virtual env, and then let's go ahead and run the development server. And go ahead and open that up. Okay, we're getting the syntax error, so there is an issue, obviously. So we're getting an unexpected curly brace there, and let's see what template that is in. You can see the error, actual error here. It's line 12 in the login.html template. So let's open that back up, see what's going on here. And I don't have a closing % sign here. And that's probably the same for all my templates. Yep. Sure everything is saved. And now we'll refresh. Okay, so it's working now. So let's just go ahead and then test everything out. I'll try logging in. That still works. The messaging still works. Let's go ahead and log out. And that still works. Let's make sure we can't access the main URL or the logout URL. Okay. And one more thing, I just want to make sure errors are working. Error and invalid credentials. Cool, everything works. And if you have any more questions about Jinja templating, you can definitely check out the official documentation, and that's at this URL here. And we've literally just scratched the surface on the power behind Jinja 2. And like I said before, I'll show you much more around the 10th or 11th video in the series. But if you do want to jump ahead, I encourage you to check out the documentation here or the blog posts that I have here on Jinja 2. And again, you can find that link in this video's description. So with our templates now in working order, we will move on to adding a database in the next video. Comment below if you have questions, and thanks for watching.